Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of BUGSMASHERS. Fortunately, I didn't win one of those Emmys, whatever they be, but I did meet my number one fan. BUGSMASHERS! Hey everyone, we're here in my good old test level again, and we have reports of a crash when specifically we have some pilot or even yourself goes into the Hornet and then goes out of game mode and then back in. So let's see if we can replicate that. Whee! So we have our AI actor. Just gonna wait for this to, and then he'll go in. Ignore the latter part, I broke that on purpose. Doing something else. So, let's try this again. Up, then we got the crash. We're trying to enter. Let's see what's happening. All right, so the game is in the process of shutting down so that we can go back into editing mode. And it's going through all of the entities and basically calling this event reset so that all the entities can go back to the default state. In this case, the vehicle is resetting and it's clearing all of its animations. And unfortunately, when it clears these animations, we have this callback here in the vehicle seat. So once the canopy gets done opening or the player's done walking up, he sits inside. So the callbacks are still getting set. So we're closing all the animations, they're getting done. Now it's doing all these callbacks, and those callbacks put the player into the seat. But unfortunately, the player entity no longer exists, or that pilot, I should say, that AI pilot no longer exists. So when we get that entity ID, let's see, where'd it go? We have, well, it's giving us an invalid entity ID because that guy doesn't exist. And then we're accessing a raw pointer here, and basically the whole game goes kapoots because we're trying to tell someone that doesn't exist to sit down in that seat. So what we're going to do is go into our seat reset code. And as you can see here, we're already canceling out some of our animation handlings for when you're waiting for like the canopy to open, but now we need to wait for the ones that like the canopy close after you sit down. So we're going to make sure that we cancel all of our animation callbacks. And let's try this again. If Visual Studio doesn't freeze, there we go. And as this loads up, funny enough, the only reason why this started popping up was due to another crash. Let's see if we go to handle, start the game. So yeah, the only reason this guy started popping up is because of another crash where this delete action controller was removed from the vehicle's destructor and moved into this event called done. The problem with having this in a destructor is when you're destructing the object and you're calling all things, if they were to call back with virtual functions, you're going to start getting into weird undefined behavior and you will crash. Not all the time, but sometimes. It actually depends on the compiler and a whole bunch of other fun things. So to prevent that from happening, we basically moved this delete action controller to happen in this thing called entity event done. This event done will get called out onto the entity getting removed prior to getting a delete, so it can do some cleanup, so it doesn't have to worry about all those funny virtual function calls. But unfortunately, because of the weird ordering of things, that introduced this issue right here. So we just had to make sure that we tell all of our animation callbacks to close up and get done. So let's let this load and try it again. All right, so we're back in our fun little test level. And let's go back into the game mode. Let our guy walk up the stairs, well, the invisible stairs. Da-da-da. And then we'll stop it. Then we'll start it again. And wham! No crash. Woo! So now designers can get in and out of the game mode, or in between editor and game mode. Oh no! And of course, I crashed on a completely unrelated issue. The beauty of game design. So I am going to forward this to our lovely graphics programmers. Actually, yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed that fix. And looks like there'll be another one coming soon. Cheers. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Bug Smashers. We had a little fun incident with the vehicles not resetting all their animation callbacks, and then, you know, clear it up, and then once it clears up, it goes back, and then, oh my god, I'm not there anymore, crash. So we fixed that bad boy, and then we're off to the next bug, as you see. We still got a couple more, because I crashed right after fixing that one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.
This video made possible by the ICC Stellar Surveyors and subscribers like you.